I won't lie, it's absolutely miserable. The boy from the UK should be used to this, but I've got to be honest here, I'm not loving it. Welcome to the channel. I'm Kevin, an Irish citizen from the UK carving out a new life in Spain. Mountain biking brought me here, and now this incredible landscape is home. Join me on my adventures as I ride the epic trails and shape my off-grid home in the mountains near Valencia. Last day of dry weather for a week being forecast, so I thought I'd get a couple of things done outside, which aren't particularly important, but they're just bugging me. So all the way around the property there's mess and corruption, as you've probably already seen, but things like an old bed frame that they've pushed into the fencing here. Now the fencing looks to be in good order. There's piles of non-native rocks as well, which I want to get rid of because the land is just full of the beautiful natural rocks, so why would you want to use these ugly things? And then things like, you know, they've made these blocks into planters which, you know, at best look horrible. The problem is that some of them have got these cactus plants in, which are dotted throughout the land. Some of them are growing naturally, like that little one down there, and others were inside those blocks, like that bundle there. I'm going to try and salvage some of those because they do grow natively around here, so I'm going to put them into the rockery. These sorts of cactus, I've just bashed my shoulder on, it's already itching. And this one here, I tipped it onto my leg slightly and touched my jeans, and it's like immediately you can feel it. So yeah, I don't really want those anywhere near me. My plan is clear this out, dump all the waste hardcore and stuff that's lying around that I don't want, broken bricks and all the rest of it, stones that shouldn't be here, into there, shutter it and make it into a slab. And then what I'm going to do, after all the effort it took to get the hot tub over here from the UK, I'm going to sit it in here, and I think it will fit. I just need to go and measure it. So I'm going to sit that in there so you can sort of get in and out of it from the pool area. And that high level fence there I'd like to get rid of completely, but just in the short term I'm going to take it down to this level here where it's obviously already got the wire in, so I can cut back to that, take that out, get rid of that old tree, and that'll just make a much nicer view across there, even as we sit today. Timber. Trying to remember the hot tub dimensions. I think it's about 2 meters. So let's go and measure it. I can't be bothered. today. I'm not building the shutter and pouring the slab for a minute anyway. Yeah, right, okay, so that's 2 meters there. By Jove, look at that. It's just over 2 meters. That's going to be perfect. And I think it's about 1 meter deep, which puts us, yeah, right there. Perfect. So yeah, just got to shutter that and pour a slab. Picture the scene. That doesn't look like that. Come out, you've got the beautiful mountain to look at. You go up, you can walk along there, there'll be a handrail obviously, across the back and onto that sun terrace over there, or you can climb across here into the hot tub. Wherever you're going, you've got that incredible view. Yeah, that's going to be awesome, particularly as the sun goes down over there. So the hot tub, sun down, cool. And this is what I love. Absolute peace and quiet. Still a little bit chilly, so I've got the heater on. Not the most economical of things, but you're not allowed to do much else outside. Been a lovely day actually. I think it's going to be the last of the good ones. Looks like we've got a fair amount of rain forecast for about a week. I mean, often it's not as bad as they say, but equally we all said that when there were the dreadful, devastating floods only a few months ago. The river, Rango, is back of my land. Such a flow of water. I mean, possibly wouldn't want to walk across that, certainly over there. No, definitely wouldn't want to walk across it. You see the effects of the rain on this bit of fire road, which accesses the lower parts of my land. Hard to imagine that, literally in there the other day. Whilst this is a problem that needs to be addressed in terms of where the water flows, it's less of an issue down here and more of an issue up towards the house. Obviously I spent time and money, firstly with a digger sorting the roadway out, and then my own hard labour hand finishing it. Spain never does too well in the rain. It's not a destination that people come to, is it, for that? Not that anybody would chase the rain, I think, but obviously it needs the water. It doesn't need it in such heavy, short periods, because nothing seems to be coping. This is the longest I've been exposed to constant rain, and certainly the first time on my own property, so just seeing how it behaves. I mean, the fact that all this ground that was cleared by the digger has turned back into the Somme is not a shock or surprise, because I haven't really done anything with it. Now, I nearly fell over walking through this earlier, because it's A, deeper than I thought, and B, really slippery. The red ground and soil that we normally see as powdered dust on our mountain bikes is like walking on tomato soup. So my well down here that you saw us down into has come up. You can see the water level there. So that's come up from the top of the carved well into the rock. I'm guessing 2 meters, maybe 3 meters. Yeah. Don't know enough about that. All I do know is I won't want to go anywhere near it at the moment, or try and draw water out of it, because obviously it's pulled in a load of mud and silt and stuff from the surrounding area, as I'm still not using it as a primary water source. We've literally just taken water from it to flush the toilets and make up a few screed and concrete mixes. There's work required in that building, I know that. But having seen it flood like that, it's almost like there's a purpose to why it's so big down there. So it's almost got an area to flood into, as opposed to filling up and coming out onto the surrounding land. I have to take some advice on that. Ironically, I think we're having beautiful weather back in the UK. But anyway, looks like sunshine next week, so only a few more days of it. The morning ritual, starting the generator, which is playing up. Ironically, my mate lent me the same generator, slightly older model. This one runs on propane, which I was going to run it on. I haven't got that far yet. It's done 19 hours now. Due a first service in a minute. But yeah, it's playing up. It won't start from cold. Here we go. So I've opened the case with them, and I've sent them a video of it not starting. It does start, but sometimes it has to be reset. It's a little bit disconcerting when you're so reliant on power. In worst case, I can go and grab my mate's one back, because he's not using it. Yeah, that's far from ideal. Certainly you'd have no chance of that starting automatically for you if your power was down. It's the whole point of it. So yes, sometimes you sort of feel like, why do these things always happen to me? Truth is, they happen to everybody, but it's a pain in the backside because I've got to get it probably shipped somewhere. I'm going back to the UK in a minute, so I'll probably do it then, because I can do without it. Or they'll tell me to take it somewhere. Either way, it won't be a as you wait job, I wouldn't think. Now, something else to deal with. A small bit of respite from the rain. It's been absolutely rubbish, which was forecast, but nonetheless, you still got to get through it. Just a little bit of cabin fever, really, stuck up in the Hymer, or holed up in the Hymer. But it's been a frustrating week, really, because I'm not able to do anything. I wanted to get on with the work on the house. The priority was, there's underpinning at the back, which was going to be done professionally. Guy came to start that, then said actually no, he didn't think that that needed to be done in the same way. It's something I can now do myself. It's less intrusive, so time, money saved there, which is good. I'm comfortable with it. I'd already looked at how it can be done using helical bar and Chemfix and traditional material, cements, etc. So I'm comfortable enough with it, and I thought I'd get on with it this week. But to be honest with you, it's been cold, it's been wet, and getting wet like I did yesterday, doing a little video and walk around the grounds, just checking the Branco at the back, the river, which is just really flowing, a torrent of water, quite scary really, but doing its job. I got wet, and that stuff that got wet, including a pair of tracky pants that I sort of wear like pyjamas, it's taken until this morning for it all to dry out, so it's a nightmare trying to dry stuff. Obviously I could leave here and go find a laundrette, but that in itself is a mission on a nice day. It's amazing just how quickly everything starts to dry out and go back to normal, with the exception of my bit of roadway down to my house. So this was like a river still see there's a lot of water coming down here. There's more rain forecast, unfortunately, so I'm not going to be able to do much with this for the next few days. But I've got my neighbour, who is a builder and has a small digger, coming shortly to have a look and give me some ideas. There might be something we can get into next week. On top of everything else. Still, fun and games, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4